last chapter ended with showing us the creepy woman talking to a frightening voice coming from a locker, and this voice had apparently given her power. It also showed numerous small creatures behind the woman, which seemed connected to the little old guy that Momo saw in the library. Will we finally find out what's up with this woman and why she tried to catch Momo? Let's get started. We continue the story in chapter 170 titled A Suspicious Woman, where we see a flashback of the creepy woman, about how she seemed invisible to other people, and here she kept getting bumped into while walking in the hallway. When she arrived at their classroom, she noticed someone was sitting at her desk. She tried to approach the group of girls sitting there, and calmly said that one of them was sitting in her seat. However, instead of apologizing, the girls started laughing and teasingly said if they heard a voice there, and maybe it was just a ghost they heard. Because of this, the woman just walked away and stood to the side. That evening, when she returned to their home, she heard her mother and sister talking in the dining area, and their mother was very proud of her sister Alice because she had won first prize again. Her sister boastfully said that she had won many times. Their mother suddenly pointed out to her sister that she wasn't like her older sister, so her sister disgustedly said not to mention her in the same sentence as her loser sister. She added that her sister was truly talentless, and it was only when she was young that anyone fussed over her. When the creepy woman entered her room, she sat on her bed and stared at her shelf. She looked at the numerous awards displayed there, and it turns out that this creepy woman's name is Koki Yukishiro, and she was a piano prodigy when she was a little girl. While staring at her awards, she suddenly remembered a time when she was in front of the spotlight while a whole theater hall watched her. She also remembered here how she always got first prize in these kinds of competitions. This made her wonder why this was happening to her now. She started questioning herself where she went wrong. She said she tried her very hardest, so why was she the only one experiencing this kind of life? She took her cell phone, and after some thought, she decided to use her body just to regain people's attention, like how they used to notice her when she was still always winning piano competitions. She pointed her cell phone at her body and took a photo to post on social media. In the next scene, she met with a man in a school alley, and he was showing her the photo she had taken previously, which made her eyes widen in shock. The man insisted that it was on her account, and this wasn't good because a digital tattoo would be there forever. The woman couldn't speak because of this, but she tried to play dumb and said she didn't know what the man was talking about. The man suddenly handed her a small blade while saying he wouldn't spread what he knew to others, under one condition. The woman objected that it wasn't her, so the man said that if that was the case, he would just tell what he saw to her parents. He said it was no skin off his back. He had no problem calling in the authorities and having it thoroughly investigated. The woman became worried there, so the man asked again what she would do, and if she would listen to him now. The woman frowned while listening to him, and we suddenly went to the present where Ira and the others were asking around classrooms if there were any students who went to the library during third period. A student answered that they were all in class, so Ira asked if there was anyone in their class who might have gone into the bathroom or nurse's office. So the student asked their classmates if there was anyone, to which they shook their heads. Momo suddenly showed herself from Ira's chest pocket and tried to get attention, which irritated Ira, and she asked what she was doing. She answered that no one could notice her anyway, while Okarun was telling her to be careful with her movements. Because of her playfulness, Momo almost fell, but fortunately, Okarun was ready to catch her, and Ira was telling her to be serious. She asked her if she didn't remember the appearance of the woman who went to the library, and if so, she should look for her. Momo replied that when she sees her, she would recognize her immediately because she had long hair covering her face. After searching, Ira commented that it seemed she wasn't in this class either, so Okarun asked if they should check Class A, to which Momo replied not to bother because she didn't see that woman in that class. While she was explaining that she didn't see any woman hiding her face in that class, they suddenly noticed the creepy woman in front of them. When Momo and Cookie's eyes met, she quickly walked out of the classroom, while Momo shouted that she was the one who chased her, which caught Okarun's attention. Koki tried to run in the hallway, so Ira and the others immediately followed. Ira shouted at Gigi asking what he was doing because he was just dancing there, and Momo said they should chase the woman who left. Okarun pointed out that woman was the one who attacked Momo, which finally got Gigi's attention. They ran into Mr. Sanjo-mei, who told them not to run in the hallway, so they were forced to walk until they reached the curved hallway. When they reached the curved hallway, the friends immediately started running again, and Ira noticed the woman entered one of the classrooms. Momo ordered Gigi and Vamola to guard the rear door, so the two quickly ran there, while Ira was saying not to let the woman escape from the classroom. When they reached the room's door, Okarun pushed Ira aside and said the woman might suddenly attack using the knife she was carrying, so he should enter first. When Okarun opened the classroom door, to their great surprise, they didn't find any woman inside, and only culinary tables greeted them. And there you have it. Where could Koki have gone? Will they finally catch her? It's impossible for her to just vanish into thin air, right? Or maybe she was helped by the voice that also gave her power.